All right, it's day 2, which means what, 53 days left until shutdown. And this morning we got the siding ordered and we started power washing. And we started emptying out all the random storage units. Go, go! Woo! All this random crap that they thought we wanted. Throw it! Just throw it all! Just throw it!
Ah, shit, go.
Just throw it. We'll pick it up.
All right, let's go. I got the bag.
Go! Throw it! Throw it. Oh.
Oh, Dad, run away.
What? Why do we keep this stuff? Do people move out and we just put it in rooms? It looks like I'm gonna need a roll off. I didn't realize how much junk we've been storing. We've got a bunch of random metal stuff. We have a bunch of AC unit things that we were gonna fix up and use for parts. Of course, we just bought new ones. So, a lot of fun little deals. Again, we have this massive thing we need to go through power wash, put on some hardy board siding, and then we'll be going through and painting it. One of the main issues we ran into is today when we went to go take out a permit for the new railing, we found out that because of COVID-19, we have a month delay in the process, so it's going to take about a month for us to be told that we can actually do it. So hopefully it goes through faster. Hopefully I know somebody that can help us out with that. But yep, so this is day 2. 53 days left until day 0. We're shut down. All right, so we got most of the garbage cleaned up in here. All the furniture moved out. Had somebody take the chair, still got a massive bed. Whew. Great job. Crystal, you want to be on the film? And Crystal. Hi, Crystal. I'll edit that out if we don't like it. Whew. Oh, good. So, first round, looking good. Obviously, we got lots of things. We found an issue. We found a broken glass pane. We'll have to figure out something for that. These panels are 400 bucks a piece, so hopefully we find a room with a bunch of them stored inside of it. But yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, so the goal of today is basically pressure washing, doing some decluttering to make sure we have a good, area to start staging our materials, so we can be as efficient as we can in our renovations, and also kind of cleaning out the 2 units that are available, which means we have to try to convince the remainder of the 12 units to move out before the next 53 days. What that also means is hopefully they're willing to move to a hotel room, or we can kind of work around them to make sure we get the basic stuff done. So my goal of this thing is not just to kind of document what we're doing. It's also to kind of reflect on the lessons learned, so that way other people can avoid the mistakes that I've made. Looking back, this building would have been the easiest thing for me to get up and going right off the bat. Again, I didn't know as much about hotels or construction in general. My degree's in marketing, so a lot of the stuff I've learned over the years from kind of the school of hard knocks. But looking back, day 1 I had about $200,000 to renovate the hotel, which I thought was a lot of money at the time. And now I'm at the same point after we fixed all the guts of the hotel and all the bones. Now I'm back to where I originally, thought I'd be, where it's just cosmetic, and I have, years of experience, and I have an idea of the business model. I have an idea of the clientele on this side of town. I have an idea of, I actually have a network of contractors, which are going to be instrumental in getting this thing done in time. Again, the goal is to get this thing done before the 60 days and hopefully convince the city that it's 100% up to par and that we should be allowed to open it up and rent it, so that way we could focus So once the annex is done, we'll be able to focus on the main hotel and go into that project. But again, lesson learned looking back, if I would have started off doing this, if I would have just got the annex going, got some long terms in there to make sure I have steady income, instead of trying to find which rooms are good enough that have, a working doorknob and everything inside of it, I would have been 1,000 times better off than trying to repair every doorknob in the hotel if I would have just got that building done first. So when you have 7 acres of property, it's kind of the whole elephant analogy thing that people say. How do you eat an elephant? You break it into pieces, one bite at a time, and the easiest, smallest bite is to get that annex going, make sure that all those units are rented, make sure everybody's happy, that everything's perfect in those rooms. And again, another lesson learned would be making sure that you have qualified tenants. It is frustrating when you have to spend days cleaning up after somebody, fixing the little dings and holes, paying for the dumpster to throw away their stuff, because they decided they didn't want to take it with them. The normal person, if you say, hey, I'll give you back your deposit if you pay, or if the room is clean, they're going to make sure the room is clean. They want that $400 or whatever it is, So anyhow, just kind of an idea of what day 2 is, kind of the lessons learned that we've had. Really wish that we would have painted it more frequently, because I think that goes a long way. I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like once it's all painted with the new stuff, once the new hardy boards on. Again, that was a psych issue on my part. I totally expected the siding to be more expensive than it was. I totally expected a different look, and I think we're gonna be happy. We're gonna be starting that on Monday when the materials come in. This weekend's pretty much just gonna be getting things prepped to start the exterior stuff, and hopefully as units open up, we'll be able to keep working on those. Again, that'll be our project number 1, our focus. And if we're able to complete all that, we'll be able to go on to step 2, which is going to be the rest of the hotel. Another 110 rooms, so it'll be great. Getting all that old paint off.